the red corner, please welcome the boxer representing Georgia, Nikolos BEGADZE. Into the blue corner, please welcome the boxer representing Serbia, HASANOVIC. Referee, Christian Palmen from Sweden. Judges, Judge 1, Austria. Judge 2, Netherlands. Judge 3, Romania. Judge 4, Armenia. Judge 5, Italy. In the red corner, from Georgia, Nikolos BEGADZE. In the blue corner, from Serbia, SANEL HASANOVIC.
So we've moved up to the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division. And this one between boxers from Georgia and Serbia. The man wearing red is the tournament #1 seed. That is Nikolos BEGADZE. From Rustavi in Georgia, resides in the Georgian capital, Tbilisi. Good right uppercut scored by the man in blue. And that is SANEL HASANOVIC of Serbia. The man wearing red, operating out of the southpaw stance, was scored with a good right hook. Competing in his first bout of this tournament, 14 men make up the super heavyweight division. And so the tournament #1 and #2 seeds at the bottom of the top and bottom of the draw respectively, granted byes in the first preliminary round, which was effectively the round of 16. HASANOVIC prevailing on a 3-2 split verdict to progress here through to the quarterfinal stage. Both of these men one win away from a place on the medal podium. And BEGADZE is looking to make it a return to the medal rostrum in the European Under-22 Championships, because he came away with a championship bronze down at 91 kilograms at the 2019 event in Vladikavkaz in Russia. So just weaving away from the punches, looping right hand to the body landed by HASANOVIC. HASANOVIC tying up the left hand of his opponent. Action increasing over by that blue corner. Plenty of bobbing and weaving in evidence. And HASANOVIC, remember, he's got to keep his head up. So loose-limbed boxing being demonstrated by both of these men. It's becoming untidy at times after the initial burst of punches doesn't produce success. Oh, that's a chopping shot landed on a downward trajectory after HASANOVIC went for a flashy uppercut. Was short of the range. BEGADZE looking to show the referee that it's not him who is initiating the holding. Well, those looping shots are begging to be counted from HASANOVIC. Very languid when he lets them go. And BEGADZE just a little shorter with his own shots. Right hand did land after the southpaw left was off the mark in that reverse 1-2. Well, for my money, that is a round for the man in red. How will the judges score it? And there indeed is confirmation. 10-9 for all 5 scoring judges in favor of Nikolos Begadze of Georgia.
Seconds out.
Well, there's 60 seconds to do that. So, having had the 60-second interval, HASANOVIC causes the referee to call time before we can begin the second round to get his bootstraps adjusted. So the second round underway. HASANOVIC looking to get onto the front foot to begin this second round after conceding the first unanimously. Just content to play counter-puncher off the back foot is Begadze. Spins out of the corner but didn't land with the attempted check right hook. HASANOVIC closing the distance, but his right hand to the body was off the mark by some considerable distance. He's got to improve his accuracy here, has HASANOVIC. Two very tall super heavyweights. Must be something of a rarity for Begadze to be punching upwards. He's just shy of 2 meters at 1.96 meters. You can see the clear height advantage for HASANOVIC, but he's not been able to find the range with any consistency. Shapes up nicely, but his accuracy has got to improve if he hopes to put the man in red under pressure. Pouring with his left jab a little bit is HASANOVIC. And now, after going on the back foot for the first half of this second round, Begadze just looks to get over his front foot and put the man in blue under pressure. So neither man really finding the range with any consistency thus far. Straight right hand was a scoring shot, didn't really have much on it as he looked for an uppercut to catch on rushing man in red, did HASANOVIC. So again, plenty of misses being traded between these two as Begadze forces his man back into his own corner. Begadze's corner, that is. Left hand dug into the body by the man in red. Well, nothing wrong with the commitment of either boxer, but HASANOVIC in particular, for my money, has got to improve his accuracy here. Southpaw left not too far away from Begadze. The intensity, the action increasing, but precious little getting through from either man. There was a right uppercut landed by HASANOVIC, catching the advancing boxer in red just before the horn to conclude this second round. So 2 rounds in the book, both of them taken unanimously by the tournament #1 seed. Nikolos Begadze in a commanding position with just 3 minutes to go. And the onus is on the man in blue to implement the tactics of his corner in a bid to overturn this deficit.
Round 2. Seconds out.
So, for the second intermission in succession, we've had a delay to the start of the next round. It was the bootlaces of HASANOVIC at the end of round 1, and at the end of round 2, start of round 3, it's the man in red, Nikolos BEGADZE, who had to have the excess moisture and petroleum jelly wiped from his head and torso. So HASANOVIC returning to the unpaid code of Olympic-style boxing, amateur boxing. That's what it was traditionally known as, but of course with prize money at stake here and professionals going into the Olympics, nothing amateur about the setup in any way, shape or form. But he comes to the ring with 2 professional bouts under his belt, does HASANOVIC. Having made his debut in 2018, and then there was a long hiatus before an outing last year. Drew his debut on his second pro bout on a 3rd round stoppage in a contest that was scheduled for 4 against the journeyman, who came in with a losing record of 8-11. And even though his pro bouts have been scheduled for 4 rounds, it's a different feel, a different style when you're back in the vest. But he hasn't been able to find any type of consistent accuracy with his attempted punch picking. SANEL HASANOVIC takes a good right, or scores with a good right hand to the body of the man in red there. Plenty of activity, but he's picked off by a left cross. But he's looking busy, but not doing very much in terms of effective scoring. The man in blue, and just remaining patient, looking for his openings is BEGADZE. He's not cutting the most dynamic of figures in stark contrast. Heads come together. There's the 2 men. Lock horns on the inside. Well, nothing wrong with the conditioning of HASANOVIC. Takes in a big lungful of air with less than a minute to go. Adjusts his mouthpiece and steps back into the pocket. But again, it's going to require a finishing salvo for my money, because he's not producing the dominant 3rd and final round that he needs. BEGADZE just stole a glance to his corner there. Don't think he's in any type of distress as he winds up with a big roundhouse left. Remember, it's his first bout of the tournament, so he's had a long wait. It's the 5th day of action here, so he's had a long wait to open his account. Scores with the right left, and HASANOVIC saying, well, come on, stand and fight me. He's not done enough. SANEL HASANOVIC. Nikolos BEGADZE, I'm sure he will improve as we go through this tournament. For what it's worth, I think he's booked himself a place on the medal podium. Probably be a unanimous points decision victory. But how wide will the margin be?
The winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, representing Georgia, Nikolos.
So there is confirmation of a unanimous points decision win for Nikolos BEGADZE. Took the first 2 rounds unanimously. SANEL HASANOVIC with his greater activity in the 3rd and final round, taking that on a 4-1 split. But BEGADZE, having had the insurance of the first 2